What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Q, and I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of the Dope Is Me podcast. Let's go. So I'm still having a little bit of trouble with being consistent, so forgive me, y'all. I know I'm supposed to deliver y'all an art video. My next video, which is this video, is supposed to be the art video. I'm actually working on that, and right now in the process, I'm working on my studio, my room that I'm gonna be filming the rest of my videos in. So I apologize, but I want to get into something, a little different today. Maybe give some advice and just some what do you call it? Just something for y'all to think about. All right. So I came to a revelation earlier this morning when I woke up, and I realized that while you're on your journey, while you have your vision, there are gonna be times when people may not understand it. They may even think that you should do something else or something better than what they think that you can accomplish, and those are just their opinions. You might even have some people walk away from your circle or your family, or just whoever you're used to being around. And that's okay. Sometimes life teaches you that you have to grow. You got to be the one to plant the seed to push yourself to the next level. You can have people motivate you and do those things, but the real progress starts with you. Some people may even walk away or distance themselves from you because they can't either understand the decision that you're making or things that you just choose to do that they just may not agree on, and that's okay. It's okay to sometimes to not have everybody that you want in your life. It's okay, perfectly fine. I'm a perfect example of that. Sometimes it might actually be a blessing to have that happen to you, because then it opens your eyes and it opens you up to the possibility of possibly creating other relationships, other friendships and other partnerships, or even business partnerships. You never know. Sometimes we get so caught up in being around the same people, and we get so caught up in wanting to kind of bring everybody with us that we don't realize that may actually be holding us back. And I'm not saying that anybody that I've ever rocked with or anybody that I've ever been around has ever held me back, because that was never the case. But what I am saying is everybody has a different situation, and sometimes a change in that situation may be beneficial. It may cause you to look outside the box. It may cause you to fully be able to chase your dream and not have to worry about anything else. Because sometimes as human beings, as people, we all can sit down and want to, we just want to have everybody with us. We just want to have everybody around us, and it's not always gonna be like that. Sometimes you gotta be like, F it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might have to do it yourself. Sometimes you might have to plant your seeds by yourself and water your seeds by yourself. And there are going to be times where, like, say if you're an entrepreneur, you're doing something, that you started with, you may need a team. But that's why sometimes you have to plant your seeds first, and then you get your garden tools. You know what I'm saying? You call people up and ask them how you can make your garden better, how you can cut your grass better, or anything like that. Sometimes we have to put ourselves in a position for us to receive a blessing or something beneficial from outside sources. So continue to just do what is best for you. Sometimes we may find that hard to understand. A lot of people, they think that when you say do what's best for you, it means that you're being selfish. No, sometimes you have to take that vision and you have to cultivate it. You have to plant that seed. You have to take the take your garden tools and dig into the soil, and plant, whatever you're trying to do so that it can grow. You are gonna have to do that. If it's your garden, you have to take care of it. If it's your dream, you have to cultivate it. You have to grow it. You have to plant the seeds. You have to do everything that you need to do to get it off the ground, to make it grow. Because nobody else is gonna do it but you. Everybody has different dreams, and yes, some of us may have the same dreams, but sometimes it takes for us to sometimes have to separate ourselves in order to fulfill those dreams, and that's okay. Some people are afraid of losing, people close to them, or some people are afraid of distancing themselves from people close to them, and sometimes that may cause you to take a few steps back. I feel like the only time that it's best to take a few steps back is when you can't see what's in front of you, and you need to take a chill pill and really look at what's going on around you. Take a chill pill and look at, okay, let me take a step back from what I'm building right now so I could just really, really look at it and see, like, okay, this goes here, that goes there. What's the next part? Because sometimes when you're up close on something, you can't see what you're doing because you're right there in front of it. You gotta step back. I'll use me as an example. So I'm an artist. I paint, I draw, and sometimes when I'm painting and I'm drawing, sometimes it won't. There's certain parts of my art that won't come out right or the way that I want them to. So sometimes if I'm painting, I have to take a step back. Literally, I have to put the brush down, take a step back, and look at what I'm doing because it's not coming out right. And that's what you have to do with anything that you're doing. Whether it's whatever type of business that you have, trying to figure something out about your career, you gotta take a step back and you gotta look at it. Give yourself a second. Sometimes there are people who just work straight through everything, and they may make mistakes. They may, something may not go right, and they're just wondering, like, what the heck is going wrong? Sometimes we try to fix problems as soon as they happen, and that's not how it works all the time. Sometimes you have to take a step back and you gotta really analyze everything that you're doing. In other words, it's completely okay, to go through seasons in your life, to go through changes, and, for your circle and support system to change. It's also okay to start by yourself. Honestly, trust the process. You never know how it may go. And sometimes you might have to just not give a F word. And that's okay. Sometimes we care too much about things that are out of our control. And even some of the things that are in our control, I'm not saying don't give a F word about them. Take your time though, And this is your boy Q, and I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to the Dope Is Me podcast. Stay tuned, and I'm out.